Marshall.
Hey, yeah.
Hi, how are you?
Not too bad. How about yourself?
Good. I'm Eliza Brant from Carousel Industries.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, can I take a seat?
Yeah, absolutely.
Great, thank you. Thank you for seeing me solely on a Friday. I know, like, you want to get to your weekend.
No, it's all right. I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to it.
Yeah, do you have any big plans?
Might hit the casino.
Okay.
Yeah,
great,
while I'm in the area, so.
Yeah, definitely, like Twin River.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. So is it okay if I take some notes during our meeting?
Yeah, please do.
I just want to double check. We have 10 minutes, right?
Yeah.
I know you're busy. Yeah, I want to get to the
Sometime.
weekend. Yeah. So basically, what are kind of some problems you're having at AGW? I know I've heard a lot about you guys in the news. You have a great reputation. So what's going on with
Right.
it?
Yeah, it's actually because of the publicity, we really have this business driver. We've been growing a lot lately.
Mm-hmm.
We're up to about 500 employees, about 5 or 6 sites, and a lot of it has been through acquisitions.
Mm-hmm.
So because of that, we're kind of have more than one system when it comes to internal communications. So now we're working with 3 kind of older systems, and one of them actually went down, and that kind of caused a loss of billable hours, which is never a good thing. And
No.
now with all this spotlight on us, working with this big company, I definitely want to use this as a chance to spring forward and grow internationally instead of have something like this happen again, and it would kind of do the opposite effect and hurt our brand.
Yeah, absolutely. You mentioned that you're working with a larger company that's next gen, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So I know like they had that plane crash, which I'm really sorry to hear.
Yeah,
about.
no, it's definitely not a common thing to happen.
Yeah,
so when it
no.
does, all eyes are on it.
And you can't, help them with one down system out of 3.
Yeah,
so I can imagine how
exactly.
frustrating that is. Is it frustrating for your employees as well?
Yeah, internal communication is key in law firm. I mean, when we can't communicate with ourselves and our customers, we're kind of not only losing money, but frustrated as well. It doesn't look good on my part.
No, absolutely not. Yeah, you want to keep that good reputation going, I can imagine. So where do you ideally see your company going?
Well, now with this big spotlight on us, it is an international company, and when you ground all your planes, it draws some attention.
Yeah.
So now that I know that they have an internal law group, but they're working with us as well to kind of bounce more ideas back and forth. And I definitely want to use that publicity to help with our growth. We've been growing a lot in the United States, and I would kind of like to expand with this international publicity and see where this growth can really take us.
Absolutely. So what are some aspects of your current system that you do like? I know one system's down, but like even despite that, like what?
Just like, for example, Skype for Business, just the kind of instant form of communication on the inside. Instead of sending everything over emails, we do have that kind of direct form of communication. But they are kind of more on the legacy side of things. They're older, outdated hardware, and the systems just definitely need a good upgrading and more integration.
Yeah,
so there's
absolutely.
not too much on the good side of things, unfortunately.
Yeah, absolutely. And with those 3 systems, you're on 3 different contracts, or is there?
Yes,
two
if you're different vendors. So
Okay.
billing consolidation would definitely be something that we're looking for as an end goal.
Yeah, absolutely. So is it frustrating for you as the director being a little like?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the blame kind of ends up being on me and my department.
Mhm.
So overlooking the systems, I definitely want to move forward with upgrading and consolidating.
Great, yeah, and you want to take some of like the pressure off of you, I can imagine.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. So we have something at Carousel. Would you like to hear about that I think might help you?
Yeah, I'm definitely kind of.
Great. So it's called Carousel Unite.
Okay.
And basically it's a cloud-based system. And what it does is it's going to help you like manage everything and make your connectivity like a lot better. You won't have to worry about being on 3 different systems. You can worry about just being on one system.
Okay.
And with that comes only one customer service you have to contact and one payment method. So it's all under one thing. It's like umbrellaing over your entire company. So basically, there's 24/7 care. So I can imagine that like with your current systems, I mean, I don't know, do they have 24/7 care?
Unfortunately, they're kind of more on the outdated side, so the manufacturers and vendors don't really support it as much as we'd like to.
Yeah, so we would have 24/7 care, so anytime that you needed us at any hour, we can help you out, which is, I'm sure, something that would alleviate a lot of frustration.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then we also, I know that you are a growing company, so finances can be a concern for a growing company. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, prices are always an important part of the decision making.
Absolutely. So at Carousel, we like to make sure that our consumers are happy. We're very consumer based, especially with our Carousel Unite. We're very proud of it. So we would make sure that the financial aspect works for you, and we work with you. So it's subscription based, so it's not a giant cost at one time.
Yep.
And what we can do too is, I know you mentioned you have older systems,
Yeah.
so we can look at those parts and see what we can use for our system, so we don't have to like load you on with tons of costs.
Right, so you kind of try to reuse our older pieces so they're not going to waste.
Absolutely, because we
Okay.
don't want to waste anything.
Yeah.
Either. Yeah. There's no sense in
Right, yeah, if
throwing
we
away
have
good
something.
parts.
Right.
Yeah, if it's not broke, don't.
Yeah.
So so we just want to make sure that like our consumers are happiest. And then what we also like to do is like, I know like it's hard to just jump right into something, so we like to set up a demo for our customers to like make sure that they like it.
Okay.
So is that something that like you would see you liking?
Yeah, if there's an option for a demo, I would definitely be interested in seeing how it would work with integrating into our company and kind of seeing the pros and cons of moving forward with it.
Yeah, personally, I would like to do a demo because I want you guys to make sure that it works for you
Yeah,
without
Proof
jumping
of
into it.
concept type of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, we want to make sure that you believe in the product as much as we do at the end of it. Do you have any concerns about switching over?
Kind of just, you briefly touched on pricing and
Mhm.
financials. It's
Yeah.
always a concern for us. What would we be really looking at in terms of pricing if we were to move to, I know it's a subscription based, but
Mhm.
I don't know what pricing.
So we would have to look at your current system, see what parts we can use, and see what parts that we have to bring in. So that is going to be something probably for our next meeting where we can sit down and really go over pricing.
Okay.
But I know that we like to work with you and what works for you because we want you to be comfortable and make sure that we're not like bleeding you
Yeah.
dry in a sense. Also too, like, do you have any questions with like switching over like the actual system, like physically?
Yeah, what would that look like in terms of my team, like
Mhm.
the admins and the actual integration of the new system?
Absolutely. So when we switch over a new system, what we like to do is we like to look at your old system and see what, like, again, what parts are good enough.
Mhm.
And then what we do is we build a skeleton system, and then we set up our program to it, and it's like a flip of a switch. So you don't lose any productivity. It's no time wasted like on downtime where like, oh, our system's updating or something like that.
Right.
And what we would do is we'd have team members come in and sit with you guys and make sure that everyone was on the same page and knew how the system worked. We wouldn't just switch a system and be like, okay, bye. See you later.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we want to make sure that you guys are aware of how your system works.
Yeah.
Yeah,
sounds
it's
great.
very important.
Right, yeah, definitely don't want to let my admins run loose on a program they don't know.
No, absolutely not. So is there anyone else that you would like to be in on a meeting and like hear about information?
Moving forward, if we were to go down the demo road, I would have to bring in my boss, the vice president.
Okay.
And he's the other decision maker in this
And what's his name?
project. James?
James. Great. So you and James would have to sit on this?
Yes.
Okay. And I would like to bring in some higher ups on our side too to make sure that everyone's on the same page.
Okay.
Yeah, so when is a good time to meet? Do you have time next Thursday?
Yeah, next Thursday works.
Next Thursday, how about like
Yeah.
2 p.m.?
Perfect.
Does that work?
Yeah,
Okay,
make sure I'm
great.
available.
All right, I look forward to it, and I'll definitely bring some information on the demo and maybe get you set up with that. Make sure you like our system.
Perfect, appreciate it.
Pleasure with working
Yeah.
with you.
You as well.